hope your day is off to a fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. If you enjoy all things makeup, testing new makeup, trying out old makeup, playing with products already in your collection, project pans, shop my stashes, really literally anything makeup related, you're definitely going to want to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. And let's go ahead and let's dive on into today's video. First and foremost, I literally curled my hair. It doesn't even look like I really curled it. I cannot get my hair to hold a curl, and I literally use like so much hairspray and it still just like will not hold a curl. I've even tried like the heatless curls, like where you like wrap it around like a bathrobe string or something like that. And I left it in for 2.5 days. I like got it done at work one day and then like slept in it for 2 nights and then took it out, and the curls lasted maybe like a couple of hours, even with the hairspray. If you in any way, shape or form can let me know how you get your curls to stay, please let me know, because mine just won't. They just won't. It's really disappointing. It's really sad because I really like curling my hair. Just doesn't stay. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, in today's video, it is date night tonight. So I figured for Throwback Thursday, we can get ready for date night. Granted, I'm not going on a date on Thursday. It's literally the weekend. I'm filming this before, but I felt like I needed to get ready for this date, and I felt like I should take you along with me. I'm going to go over like the products. I'm going to try to get my hair on my face. Go over like the products that like I am using and loving that I think would make this night very special. So if you guys are excited to see what look I'm going to create for date night, what products I'm going to be using, then definitely keep on watching. So first and foremost, I really want to prep the skin. I did wash my face this morning. It's literally like 3 o'clock. It's 3 p.m. I washed my face at like 7 this morning. And I just feel like for whatever reason, my skin is just feeling really dry. I'm not sure if it's like the cleansing oil that I'm using. It's just drying my face out. Like my whole face, especially around my eyes, just feels so dry. So I definitely want to prime my skin to make it feel a lot better. So I'm first going to go in with this Bosia. Somebody let me know how to say this. Vitamin B12 Hydration Booster Serum. I literally got this off of Sephora's website. It was on sale, like extremely like on sale. Like I want to say like 50% off. And I really just like love to work this into my skin. And it just like really does provide like a really nice glow and hydration to your skin. The one thing I'm really loving for when my skin is 100% parched is this from Kate Somerville. This is the Dry Skin Saver. This is very thick. This is a moisturizer for your face, body, and lips. I do use this for my face only. Sometimes I will use it on my hands, so I don't know if you can tell, but like right here, during the winter and for like after washing my hands, especially like at the hospital where it's like antimicrobial, so it just like dries my hands out. And I love to put that on when my skin looks really bad. So when it gets bad, because this will get like so red and inflamed. So while I'm waiting for my, like that facial skincare stuff to sink in, I'm going to go ahead and start priming my eyelids. I'm going in with my Ulta Matte Eye Primer. Seriously, this is my favorite eye primer ever. Like the longevity of it is so good. I feel like it does help with some of like the discoloration, and it's a really, really good eye primer. To prime my lips, because I do like some nice hydration on my lips, is I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Hangover RX Pillow Balm. I love these. These are so comfortable. I have one at my desk at work, in my purse, here on my filming area. These are so good. And they come in like a lot of different like scents and flavors and whatever else. So good. So now it's time to go in with my eyeshadow palette. I curated my own from Give Me Glow. I put in like a ton of just like different like neutral type shades. I've got some shimmers. I've got some really beautiful mattes. So I definitely want to create like a really nice look. I've got a little bit of like some warms, and I've got some cool tones as well. I do think I want to do something maybe like a little bit more cool toned. Start off with this first shade right here. This is called Faded. I think that's going to be a nice like cool toned pinkish brown. Doesn't have a lot of like kick up in the pan. The one thing I hate about like the curated palettes is just how big they are, but that's fine. Not a big deal, but it does pack some really nice pigment. It's one thing I love about Give Me Glow shadows is like they blend beautifully and they're so pigmented. They're so good. Next shade I'm going to go into is called Faux Fur. And I'm just going to use that same brush and I'm just going to focus that slightly just a little bit lower into like my crease and transition area. It's almost very similar to the other one. I feel like the Faded shade is a little bit more pink, whereas this is definitely like more brown. And I definitely want like a more cool toned brown. I do like the little like added pop of pink. So that's why I did Faded first, but I mostly want this to be like a cool tone type look. The next thing, just to deepen things up just a little bit more, is going to be that So Taupe. So this is definitely in the direction that I want to go. Taupe is a very like nice like cool toned type color. I'm just going to focus that really, really low down. Not going as far up. Focus that towards the inner corner as well. For the very outer corner, we're going to go into the shade right here called Space Dust. And just literally just on the outer corner. I don't want it to go up into the crease or anything. It's definitely like a very like smoky look, but it's a Saturday night date night, so smoky it is. Just focus on packing that into my outer V area. I mean, that's cute. That is a good look, you guys. I'm telling you, Give Me Glow. If you have not bought anything from them and you look at their palettes and you just don't think that's a color story you'd get most use out of, seriously, the amount of like mattes and shimmers that they just have available is wild. Like, it's so good. Okay, so here's where like the hard part is. I've kind of swatched a few that I think I really like that one. That's really beautiful too. Okay, so I'm just kind of torn between these three, which the first one is going to be called Spring Fling. And then the other one is called Roses Remix. I don't know, this is hard. I think I want to, like Roses Remix might be like a little bit too warm for what I'm going for. So let's just try Spring. Beautiful. Okay, so that's cute. What happens if I go over it with this? This is Roses Remix. Yep, that's the way we're going. We're going to go in with Spring Fling first, and then we will put Roses Remix over it. Oh, yep. Bow down to Give Me Glow. Bow down to Give Me Glow. Oh, I'm seriously... I'm in love, you guys. This is so good. Okay, so what I need to do is I actually need to put on some of my, like, go ahead, get my lashes going. Okay, I literally could not find my eyeliner for the longest time, but here it is. This is the Beauty Bakery Lollipop Liner. I love this liner. This is my all-time favorite eyeliner. And I'm just going to start lining. I am going to go ahead and just do my lashes off camera. I'm literally just going to go in with this YSL one. I don't really care that much about like what my actual lashes look like, because I'm going to go in with my Lunar Beauty lashes. So I'm going to go do this off of camera and then I will come right back. Lashes are on. Let's move on to the priming of the skin. First and foremost, I am going to go in with this, but I do want to say this because on April 2nd, I believe, Ulta Beauty on the 21 Days of Beauty is launching some Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base for 50% off. Honestly, that is 100% like one of my holy grail ride or die status products. It is so good for like that hydration and that moisture. I do really like this, so that's why I want to use it. I'm trying to get some thoughts on it. But I will say, like, Bobbi Brown, like, getting that 50% off, life-changing. I'm literally going to buy 4. Yep, so I have that as background. Like, I have that as backup just because it seriously is my holy grail status. Primer, especially when I want, like, that hydration to my skin, like I do right now because my skin's so dry. Bobbi Brown. But I do want to kind of use this. I'm really liking this so far. I feel like it's about the same price as the Bobbi Brown. Actually, this one might be a little bit more expensive because this one is $68 and the Bobbi Brown I think is $64. So yeah, if you can get that 50% off, like if you've ever been like kind of contemplating like I don't know if I should get it when it's on sale, it's still kind of expensive even for 50% off, it's good. Like it is good. Next up, for like a pore filling primer for my T-zone, I'm going in with the Vanish Airbrush Primer from Hourglass. I just got this, but seriously, I'm falling in love with this. I love how it just like really smooths over my pores and makes my skin just look so good and smoothed out. I really do like it. I will say, you know, another option, I'm not sure which one's more expensive, is the Tatcha. I really like the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. I've never tried like the pore putty one before, but I do really love that as well. And I need to do like a video like battling them each day. Let me know if you guys want to see that video. Battle of the Hourglass versus the Tatcha silk canvas. So my skin is just looking really hydrated and just really smooth. Of course, I have texture. Everybody has texture. I'm not ever going to put a filter to hide my texture because everybody has texture, and I think you should see how good your skin looks. Like usually I have like a lot of like really enlarged pores, and as you can tell, you can still see my pores here, but I feel like it definitely just looks a lot more smoothed over. Usually I have large pores. Like this is where I have the largest pores, is right here. And they just look so nice and smoothed over. I think that's a great primer. All right, so let's dive on into foundation. So I want to use the Kosas foundation. I have been seriously loving this foundation since I've tried it. I have worn this on like multiple occasions, honestly. And it's so good. Okay. So there it is. Of course, I am a sponge girl. I love using a sponge. So I'm going to start stippling this out. So this has like kept that like really nice dewiness. It really has like sink into the skin. Doesn't look heavy anywhere. Like you can still see my texture. Again, I have texture, but it just like sank right on in. It's not overly emphasizing my texture or anything like that. Covered up my redness. Love this. So now let's move into concealer. So of course I have my concealer combo. I shared that with you in a couple Throwback Thursdays. It hasn't changed, so it's going to be the Benefit Boing Bright On Concealer. Just start kind of color correcting right here where I do have like a lot of darkness. So just start that. Then on top of that, I'm going to take my LYS. This is the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I wouldn't say this is like full coverage. I would say more like medium, but this just provides like so much hydration to your under eyes that I just feel like my under eyes need. If you don't want to, like, I feel like this is like $18 or something at Sephora. I feel like that's a really good deal, especially if you get at the VIB sale. Another really good one is the ABH. I feel like the ABH does provide a little bit more coverage, and it still is really hydrated. So those are like two options if you really like nice and like hydrated concealers under your eyes, like I do. Like, I love a nice like hydrating under eye concealer. I mean, just like look how like hydrated my under eyes look. It's so good. So now we're going to move on to a cream contour, because I do, if I'm going out on a date night, it's going to be like, or a long day, I like to do a lot of cream products, and then I like to do powder products over. I feel like they last a lot longer and they have a little bit more intensity. So that's what I really like. So I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. Mine is in the shade Light. I am in love with this. I just tried this out, and I seriously like can't get enough of it. Take this on a brush and just stipple it onto the brush, and then just start stippling it onto the face right where I want that contour. And for this, I'm going to bring a little bit along my jawline. I'm going to take my sponge and just start blending it out. This blends out so easily. Let me know what you guys like to do for date nights, like down below. Like, are you one of those people that you literally like to stay in and like maybe like cook dinner together and like watch a movie on like Netflix? Or do you guys like going out? And if you like going out, like what's one of your favorite things to do out and about? I'm really interested in hearing that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Milk Makeup. This is the Bionic Glow. And I know that like I didn't go in with like a cream blush. I will, but it'll be later. So you may already know just based on that like what blush I'm going to go in with. But we're just going to focus this on like my cheeks. I love this for like a cream, everyday like cream look. Oh, this is so good. So now I'm going to set underneath my under eyes. I need to get out any creases, but I'm going to go with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is seriously my favorite for under the eyes. I have hit pan on this. It's so good. I'm just going to take my sponge and just start to blend everything out on both sides. And then I'll just take the Charlotte Tilbury powder and just set right under there. Like, it just makes my under eyes just look so beautiful. This is a great powder for under the eyes. Seriously, 10 out of 10 recommend. Then for the rest of my face, I'm going to go into my Maybelline Fit Me Powder. And I'm just going to set this kind of anywhere that I'm going to put some of those like powder products. I like to really tap out my brush, stipple it on the back of my hand, and then just kind of go in. Alright, so then let's just go in and let's just finish up our lower lash line while we're here. Do a little bit of an inner corner. So I'm going to just first start off with that shade Faded. And start smoking that right here under the lower lash line. Alright, and then let's just go ahead and go a little bit darker with that So Taupe shade. Focus that like closer to the lash line. Then we'll take that darkest shade, Space Dust, and just really focus it right here. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the like complexion powder products. So first things first, we're going to do bronzer. Couldn't find it for a second. So we're gonna take bronzer. I have this Hourglass. This is the Luminous Bronze Light. I really do love this for a nice bronze. Just gonna take that on my brush, my nice big huge fluffy brush from Lunar Beauty, and just start like stamping this all around the cheek area. I love how like nice and just like light this is, and I feel like it does not really emphasize any of my texture and just looks really good. Not like the biggest fan of Hourglass not expanding their shade ranges and not being like really like, you know, conforming or anything, but they do have good products. I just don't really support them a whole lot. I think I do need to deepen this up slightly, truthfully, because I know the blush that I'm going to go into is going to be like boom. So I'm going to go into my little bronzer that is in my Shop Mustache. Look at that cute little pan. This whole entire compact though literally has just like fallen apart. Anything that is in this like these tiny little compacts are not any good. So let's just start getting things a little bit more bronzed, just because we are going for a really intense blush. So before I start like diving into like blushes and everything, I'm going to start off with my brow routine. So I'm going in with this Makeup by Mario brow gel. This will hold your brows for days on days. So I like to just like take this, it's clear, run this through my brows, get them nice and ready, and then shape them to the shape that I want. Do it on the other side. I'm going to go into this NYX Thicket Stick It. This is a little bit more, this has like some fibers in it, so I feel like it really does add to my brows, and it's a really good color for me. It's a really good shade match. So I'll just start to run it through. So now that that's on, we'll go ahead and we'll dive on into the blushes. So for blushes, I have the Patrick Ta's. So I need to decide what's going to be the best for like this look. That's a contender. No, nope. Okay. No. Yes. No. No. No, but like it's cute. And no, I do need to get another one of these at the Sephora VIB sales. And do we know her? So I am down between She's Baked and She's Blushing. So I need to decide what's going to be best for what we've got going on. So I feel like this is just maybe like a little bit too pink for what we have. So I'm going to go into the She's Blushing. So I'm first just going to take that on my blush brush, That sounds kind of odd. I don't know why. So I'm going to take my blush brush, I'm going to go into the powder side, and then just start stippling that on there. So then here comes the exciting part, or at least I think it's the exciting part. We're going to take a little bit of the cream in here. That's what I love about his formula. It's just so good. And I'm just going to start stippling that right back here just to amp it up, and it just I mean, it amps it up. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. I mean, this just looks so beautiful, and it just doesn't overly like emphasize your texture at all. It's just good. Okay, so now we've got to do the inner corner. We still have to do some highlights, some setting spray, some lips. So let's move on to the highlights. So I have been like loving these like ones from Ofra. So I definitely want to use these. So first one I have is Cloud 9. I think this is like, yeah, it's like a pink one. I don't think that's gonna go. Okay, so then we have the Milk and Cookies. So I think I want to use Cookies on like the inner corner. I'm just gonna take a little bit in my brush and just start focusing that right here. Yeah. Okay, so I don't really know. So the rest of the highlighters that I have, I think have like some pinkness to this. So this definitely has some pinkiness to it. That's blue. And Pillow Talk is definitely pink. So let's, I guess we'll go into like the cookies. And we'll just take my little brush and we'll just go into like the milk side. Just focus on the milk side and just start sweeping this on the face. Seriously, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish off my brows. Literally all I do is I just make hair like strokes and fill them in. So I'm just gonna go and do that and I will be right back. So I have filled in my brows, put some mascara on my lower lash line. We literally only have 2 things left to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this nice and shooken up. This is my Radiant Setting Spray. And I'm just going to hit my face from all sides, all angles. And it's definitely going to add on. I'm just going to fan that out. So, Jaclyn lips. I got some new ones. So, let's everything falls. Let's see what we've got and what we're gonna choose to go with. So we have, that's a good one. This is called Feisty. It's a dark one. Damn. Let's go ahead. Let's try Feisty. Okay, so I like this so far, but I think I want to take a little bit of the shade Oh Hi and maybe like lighten it up in the center. So here is the final look for date night. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something you would wear for date night? Is it not? What is your go-to for date night? Let me know that down below. Like, what are products that you love that when you're going on for date night, you need your makeup to look flawless? What is it that you guys are reaching for? Let me know all of that down below. Let me know where you guys like to go for date night, like what you like to do for date night. Love to hear all of that. If you enjoyed, if you liked getting ready with me for date night, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell if you have not yet already. Even if you've been here 100 times and still have not, just go ahead and do so. And I will see you all in my next one.